Well, everyone, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus has just officially came out, so let's go and do a quick little breakdown on exactly how to use this particular phone. Now, it's a wonderful phone. It has so much stuff going on with it, so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use this particular device. Now, number one, on the exterior, you are getting a very big display. So the display on this thing is very big. It's very nice. I'm a really big fan of it. If you look on the left side, there's not really too much craziness going on. It's basically just a, flat side. On the top side, you just get your microphone holes. On the bottom, you're getting your SIM card eject tray, USB Type-C, and then a, standard speaker grill. So nothing crazy there either. On the right side, you are getting your power button right here, as well as your volume up and your volume down. So that's kind of all you're getting right there. And then on the back side, you're essentially getting your frosted glass back. This is a really nice glass back here, as well as your triple camera setup. So you are getting a good amount of capability here. It still feels like a very, very good type of phone, but not really too much else going on here for the most part. Now, if you kind of flip your phone over to the front side, you'll basically be able to come into your main display. Now, there's a couple different ways to turn on your phone. You can either click on the power button on the side to basically power it on, or you can double tap on the front side to basically power it on this way. So you can go either way. Either way is perfectly fine here. But if you want, you can go and double tap on the front display, and then you'll basically come into this side. Now here you'll see you'll have your standard lock screen. Now as soon as you boot up into your phone, this is the screen you'll basically always get into. Now if I hold down on the lock screen, you'll see you'll be able to edit up this lock screen. So this is a feature that came into our phones a couple years ago. But I would recommend every single person out there to just kind of get a little creative with your phone. You can jump right into here and you can just kind of edit up the way you want your phone to look and, colors and everything like that. So you can tap onto your, widgets and your, items like this. You can change how thin and how bold you want these items. You can change how you want the text to be displayed. There's a lot of endless amounts of things you can change here, which is really cool, including the style. You can change how the style basically looks. You can make things bigger or smaller. It's kind of up to you. You can also change out how your icons look. So at the very bottom, you can kind of click on your icon at the bottom. You can change how these icons look right here. You can change this icon to a different type of icon, so on and so forth. So you have a lot of really good capability when it comes down to that side, which is something that's actually really, really nice. You can tap done in the top right corner, and then you'll basically come into your main display. Now you'll have a little middle panel right here that'll basically have all your notifications and stuff. Whenever you're ready, you can swipe up and then you'll come into your home screen. So the previous page was the lock screen. This is our home screen. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and edit up our home screen, whichever way we want. So now if you want, you can hold down on widgets like this and you can move your widgets up and down. You can edit up your widgets. You have all these different types of app icons all over the place here too. So you can hold down on an app icon if you want to, and you can move them around whichever way you want. And you can also, move around in different pages. So there's different pages here if you want to. You can hold down an application and move it to a different page, or you can also move it back to the previous page. If you hold down on an app, you can get some more quick actions from it. You can go through and select this app. You can remove this app. There's all sorts of different things you can do here. Now, also, if you want to, you can swipe up from the bottom and you will basically get into your app library. So this is basically all the applications you have inside of your phone will be listed right over here. So you'll see all the different types of applications that you have. So from here you can go through and you can click on an application that you like. You can get more information within an app, and it's not all your application will be housed here, but if you swipe up, all the applications will be here. If you look at the top, you'll have your status bar. So if you swipe down from the top left corner, you'll basically come into your notification drawer. So it's basically going to show you all the different types of notifications that you have inside of your phone. So if you get any texts or iMessages or not iMessage or text messages or anything like that from an application, all that information will be housed right over here. So you will basically see all that information right there. If you swipe down from the top right corner, this will basically show you all your quick toggles. So this is where you're going to see all your quick toggles of some sort. So that is basically all you're going to have to do here too. You'll see all your little quick toggles, your settings, you can kind of adjust to all these other things too. And that is also another cool thing that you can kind of just jump into because it will allow you to kind of edit these things up. And in the top right, you have a little edit button. So if you want to quickly just edit up these quick toggles, you can do that. And you have your power button if you want to just quickly edit up your, anything here. You can just tap on a power button there and it will allow you to edit things up there. Now, if you're ever inside of an application and you want to go back home, or you want to get into kind of maneuvering around your device, you have these tabs right at the bottom. So what these allow you to do is they allow you to go through and basically kind of move around and kind of go home and all these other things. So if you're inside of an application like the Google Play Store, for example, what you can do here is you can go through and you can tap on the home button right here and it will allow you to come back home. So inside of any application, if you just tap on the home button, it will always take you back home. Now, on top of that, if you want to see all the recent applications that you basically have, you can also go through and tap on the 3 lines that you have in the bottom left corner, right over here, and it will show you all the applications that you've recently opened. You can also go through and click on Close All, and that will close all the applications you have in the background. You also have this back button. So if you're inside of an application like this, you can go through and you can click on this little back button right there, and it will take you back into the previous page. So that's basically one way to kind of do it, is if you ever want to go back, you can just keep clicking the back button and it will basically take you off to the previous page right there. And beyond that, you have a lot of other really cool things, but when you maneuver around the whole system, that's when it'll start making a lot more sense. Now, one other thing I want to show you too is under the settings application. So if we tap right into settings, this will basically allow you to go through and it will jump you right into the settings application right here. Now it's going to show you a lot of information right over here, but what you're going to want to do is you want to go through and just kind of get used to going into the settings. Now you'll see that you'll have connections, you'll have Galaxy AI, there's lots of settings kind of all throughout here, including lock screen and location settings, all these things all across the board. At the bottom though, there's going to be a little software update panel. So what you're going to want to do here is you want to go through and you basically just want to tap on the software update panel right over here, and it's going to allow you to check for updates. So right over here, you want to click on check for updates, and then what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to basically check for updates on your device. So now it's going to look for an update and it's going to start preparing it. So now it's going to start downloading it, and if you already bought one of these phones, chances are there might already be an update available for you. So what I would recommend doing here is to try just updating your device and then waiting until your phone is fully downloaded and fully installed of that software. And that's probably what I'd recommend doing in this particular situation. It's going to be one of the easiest things you can do, and that is precisely what I'd recommend doing in this particular situation as well. So at that point, you should be good to go, and then you'll be able to use your phone whichever way you want to. But that is basically how you go through and use your Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus. It's a very good phone. I'm a really big fan of this type of device, and that is exactly how you go ahead and use it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.